So now that I've had a chance to wear these shoes a bit more, I wanted to give you guys my pro and con video for the Adidas Ultra Boost ATR. What is going on, guys? Has here, collectivekicks.com. If you want to see the top sneaker deals of the week, go check out the website at the top of the description. In this video, I wanted to give you guys my pros and cons for the Adidas Ultra Boost ATR. This is the latest in the Adidas Ultra Boost line, and this one is geared more towards the fall and winter conditions. Before I get in too deep, I'm going to clean up the boost and the cage right here a little bit. As you can see, they weren't that dirty, but it was nice to be able to touch them up. And shout out to the plug Reshoevn8r again. If you want to save 10% off their website, check out the link in the description to reshoevn8r.com and use code HESKICKS for a 10% discount. So let's go ahead and get into some of the details before the pros and cons. So some of the most notable changes to the Adidas Ultra Boost ATR are definitely the fact that this is a mid-top versus the regular Ultra Boost. And it has an embossed like 3 stripes right here for very subtle branding. The ATR also features a mock tongue, but it also has an extra high stretch liner for additional coverage. It does have a cage on the Ultra Boost, as you can see, with laces. Unlike the uncaged version of the Ultra Boost, it has more of a fused type material here. The ATR does have that fixed plastic caged. The heel cup looks pretty much the same. It does have a leather pull tag for the back of the shoe, which does make it a little bit easier to put on than the uncaged. The Primeknit upper feels a little bit thicker than the other 2 versions, but maybe that's just because of the material. I believe it is a wool type material, but I can't confirm since it doesn't say that on the Adidas website. That might also be because of the added Primeknit here on the tongue and on the collar. The Primeknit on the ATR is weather treated, so you should be able to wear these in the rain. However, in torrential downpours, it still is going to cause you to have wet feet. It's pretty much like watches saying they're water resistant versus waterproof. This is water resistant, not waterproof. And it is not rubber, it is knit, so it does make sense. The Ultra Boost ATR weighs only 12 ounces, which is 1 ounce heavier than the original Ultra Boost. The midsole of the ATR is fundamentally the same as the Ultra Boost and the Ultra Boost Uncaged. The sole is where everything gets a little bit crazy. As you can see, the Continental rubber is super thick on the ATR and has a flexible grid-like outsole. Compared to the regular Ultra Boost, you could see that this is much more rugged and definitely more suitable for the fall and winter months. So now that we have the basic information covered for the Adidas Ultra Boost ATR, let's go ahead and get into the pros and cons. So starting off with the pros, this shoe is very lightweight, as I mentioned, at only 12 ounces. And because of that, it makes it a very easy choice to go to when choosing shoes for the fall and winter months. Another pro about the shoe is the attached tongue. I think it adds a nice little aesthetic touch to the shoe. Some will put this in the con category, but at the end of the day, it is definitely a matter of personal style and choice, but I think it adds a nice little aesthetic to the shoe and makes it look a little bit better on feet. It also helps the shoe stand out a little bit more from the uncaged version. So wearing these shoes in the wind and rain, I actually chose to wear these without socks, and I was actually really impressed. I didn't feel any of the wind coming through the shoe, and they were very warm on feet. These also fit true to size in my opinion. I'm a 9.5 and I got a 9.5, and these fit me perfectly. Another pro is the fact that this is very similar to the Ultra Boost. If you like the look and feel of the original Ultra Boost, like so, this is a great alternative for the other months of the year. While you can wear the Ultra Boost year-round, this is a nice way of saying, yes, we can wear the Ultra Boost year-round and we can have an upgraded version with added protection, added traction, and a little bit of a warmer fit without giving up that Ultra Boost comfort. And while we're talking about that traction, this is definitely a major pro in my opinion. This crazy traction on the shoe makes it really nice. I love the fact that it's so big and rugged, and it makes it stand out a little bit more because of the rugged nature of that Continental rubber. Another pro in my opinion is the fact that you can wear this casually without the laces tightened. I think a lot of times when people think of winter and fall shoes, you need to lace up as snug as can be to make sure no water gets in the shoe. But the fact that this is engineered in a way where you don't actually have to tighten the laces, you can wear this with a sloppy look of the laces and still have that same sort of comfort and snugness because of the stretch upper of the Primeknit. And the last pro is the fact that these are water resistant. As I mentioned, they're not waterproof, they're water resistant. So you can drop water on them and they'll be fine, but obviously in a crazy downpour of rain, they will soak through the shoe because it's not waterproof. An additional step that you guys can take is using the Reshoevn8r water and stain repellent, or the other brands that have repellents out there, and you can apply that on top of this to give it a little bit more of the waterproof feel. So let's go ahead and get into some of the cons about the shoe. While we do have an improved traction base on the shoe, it does come at the expense of boost. In my opinion, you can't feel the Ultra Boost as much as you can in a regular pair. And I believe that's because of the overall addition to the rubber on the bottom of the shoe. It absorbs some of the responsiveness from the Boost. Maybe I'm crazy. You guys leave some comments if you guys feel the same way or not. While this is an all-terrain shoe, this is definitely not a shoe that I would say that you could take hiking. It is very snug on this section up here. It is very flimsy on the toe box area. So while you could use this shoe for running, forward motion, that would work, but anything where you're cutting side to side, this is not going to be the shoe for you. I personally like that feel, but if your expectations are that you're going to wear these hiking because it says all terrain, probably not a great idea. You can't mention cons without mentioning the price point of $220. I do believe it will drop after a while, and we should be able to see these on sale. I'll post some links to eBay if you guys want to try to find them under retail there. But the price point at $220 and $240 for the limited is just crazy high. It's $40 more expensive than the regular Ultra Boost. Do I pay the extra $40 for this shoe? Or should I just get a regular Ultra Boost and be able to wear it year round? I think that it depends on your living conditions and your budget. Another con is the fact that the shoe is very snug. It would be nice to have an all-terrain sort of option without a snug collar. Some people like the snug fit around the collar, some people do not. I don't mind it so much on this model. I don't usually love it on most shoes, but having other options out there for all-terrain type Ultra Boost that doesn't have a snug collar might be a nice thing in the future. If we're going to nitpick, some people will say that the tongue is a con because it serves no purpose, which I understand is true because it's really just for aesthetic looks, which I like, but some people might not like it because it serves really no purpose for the shoe. Another con could be the colors. It seems like they're mimicking the same colorways that are releasing in the Ultra Boost ATR as they are the regular 3.0s, and I think that they should probably have their own original colorways of the ATRs considering the additional price point. Another con is the fact that these are a little bit difficult to get on feet, and by difficult I mean you just have to grab the heel tab and put them on, unlike the regular Ultra Boost where you can just slip them on, no bending over, and put them on and go. These ones require you to bend over and put them on. Some people might have a problem with that. So because of that, I wanted to mention it. I mean, I'm getting old and sometimes it's difficult for me to bend over and not fall over in the morning time when I'm waking up. And the last con is the fact that these are a little bit more difficult to rock than the regular Ultra Boost. Obviously that is subjective to the person looking at the shoe and what they consider good looking or not. So my recommendations on the Ultra Boost ATR, is it worth buying or not? I say absolutely yes if you have the money to burn in your pocket. $220 is a lot of money to be spending on a pair of shoes. But if you want a pair that you can last through the fall and winter months, this would probably be a great option. Again, depending on where you live, if conditions are really extreme, it might not be the best. I definitely think this is a great shoe. The build quality is very good and it is really expensive at $220. So if you have the extra money to burn, then it is worth buying. If you don't have the extra money, you could be just fine with the regular Ultra Boost. And if you want something else for the winter time, you can find something much cheaper. You can buy just rubber rain boots if you really need, if you don't want to go the route of something like this. All in all though, I have to say that this is the most surprising shoe for me in a while, where I expected nothing from this shoe. And once I got it and started wearing it, I was like, man, this is a great shoe. It looks better than I thought it did. It feels better on feet than I thought it would. And I love the overall improvements that they made on the Ultra Boost to make it more friendly for the fall and winter months. Kudos to Adidas for making a great shoe, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my pro and con review. If you have additional pros or cons about the Ultra Boost that I did not cover in this video, feel free to leave those in the comment section and let other people know. Also, if you have suggestions for future pro and con videos that you'd like to see on my channel, leave a comment for that as well. If you want to buy the Ultra Boost ATR, check the link in the description for these or the regular Ultra Boost. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content, and we will catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.